Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rikakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now let's get into the news and the good news, which is the gospel. And the gospel is that the Lord is not who the elites in these the dominant society, the rulers of this world say he is. Let's let him speak for himself. Okay? And we're gonna go into the salvation because this is what everybody keep harping on. Salvation, salvation. And they don't understand what this salvation is about. Now let's get let's get into this Jeremiah 3:23. It says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of the mountain. What's the hills and the mountain? Hills and mountains represent nations. Hills and mountains represent kingdoms, governments, and mainly it's talking about governments and nations outside of the nation of Israel. That's why it said in vain salvation is for these things, these people. Then it says truly in the Lord our God is salvation, is the salvation of Israel. So the God, the true God, the only true God, like John 17:3 say, his salvation is coming to the Israelites. See, now we go into some more that the Lord breaking down. And this is straight out of Yahweh Shai's mouth. He says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. This is verse 24. This is what the truth is. God is a spirit. They that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Let's see what another version of the truth is. This is Psalms 119, 142. It says, your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. Meaning these scriptures is right. It says, and your law is the truth. See, the law and the testimony is these scriptures. Jeremiah, that's the testimony. Okay, well, let's go into the law, because that law talking about what Moses wrote. What did Moses say about salvation? Okay, let's see here. Let's get Deuteronomy 33:29. Let's get that. This is Moses. Look at the first verse. It says, and this is the blessing where with Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death. Okay. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, yeah, he loved the people. All his saints are in your hand. Who is the saints? The Israelites, the children of Israel. See? And they sat down at your feet. Everyone shall receive of your words. Moses commanded us a law. This is the truth. See? He is the spirit and in truth. The truth is the law. It's an everlasting law. This is not a law that, oh, dude, they didn't accept Yahushua and they rejected Yahushua, and he said Jerusalem, Jerusalem, and he got rid of them. Now he looking for the mountains and the hills, the Gentiles. No, that's the lie of the serpent, and people want to believe it. Jump now to verse 29. It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee. And I was looking for this verse because you got 2 Samuel 7 and 23 said, what nation is like Israel? Then you got, I think, there's another one that said the same thing. What nation is like my people? See, and it says, oh, people saved by the Lord, this is what salvation is going to come to. It's going to come to the Israelites. The shield of your help, and who is the sword of your excellency, and your enemies shall be found liars unto thee. They the one lying about salvation going to be to everybody. Salvation going to be to the Greeks and the Romans who enslaved us, to the Americans who put our behind into slavery, man. And all of these European EU and NATO nations that had us in hardcore bondage. Salvation is open to them too, as long as they can scream a name and go to church every day on Sunday. It's a lie. It says, and you shall tread upon their high places. See, we gonna put your behind into slavery. That's where you going, and ain't no other place that you going outside of the grave. Now, when you go into, let's get Romans. See, and weak-minded, weak, frail individuals, or let them get away with the crap. Now, I want to get harp on this salvation. Now, let's get into first chapter of Luke. We're gonna harp deeply on this salvation. It say, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for He have visited and redeemed His people." What's that redemption gonna look like? It says, "Have raised up a horn of salvation." Yahushua is the horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, and that we shall be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember the holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham. This is Abraham was prophesied to have children in slavery. See, and they was going to come out of slavery, 400-year slavery. This is not no new situation with Jacob. It goes all the way back to Abraham and the slavery of his children, that he would grant unto us that we being delivered, see, out of slavery, out of the hand of our enemy, might serve him without fear. See, this is what that salvation is about, being delivered out of that slavery, that major slavery that's gonna be going down, like the 400-year slavery in Egypt, because it was gonna be a second slavery. Let's get that in Revelation. A second great slavery. Uh, let's see here, Revelation 11 and 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city." What's this dead bodies? What is that talking about? The Israelites. They're going to be spiritually dead in the great city. They're going to be called black, a color. You go into the black law dictionary, or whatever they call it, the law dictionary. They call it the black law dictionary, whatever. In that dictionary, black mean a dead person. See, you dead to the law. Nobody can benefit from the word black. It means a person that's pretty much dead. So this is what the scriptures was saying. In this great city, which is Babylon the Great America, the greatest city in the world, the greatest country, the greatest inhabitants of citizens, in the world, which is spiritually called Sodom. You got gay parades all over the place, pride parades, whatever they want to call them. They legalized it under Obama in 2008. Everybody can have same-sex marriage. It says, and Egypt, because it's a 400-year slavery, just like in Egypt by the same Israelites, um, and the same Hamites helped the situation go down. It says, where also our Lord was crucified. Crucified how? Spiritually. His image was shown as an Edomite, had leprosy. See, with blue eyes and long hair like a what's your name? A goat hair. Was supposed to have sheep hair, but he got goat hair, and he got leprosy. When he don't got leprosy, he was a perfect, with no blemish, human, as they want to call it. Now, when you go into what they say, the dead bodies of Egypt, that slavery, okay, and then we gonna tie that into the salvation from this city, from this great city, they got to be saved from this great city. Revelation 13. Let's see what verse 10 is talking about. In this great city, what's going to be going on? Because that great city, mind you, was riding on the beast. That great city was riding on the beast, and the beast was doing something. Because right here in chapter 13, it talks about the beast and the dragon was the same thing. The beast and the dragon was the pretty much the Americans, and these, they was the Romans, but it transformed into the Americans and the EU and NATO, to be specific. And they was going to have something going on when it came to the saints. Verse 7 say it was given unto them to make war with the saints. So now this beast done made war with the saints. And what is he doing in this war? Look at verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So they pretty much in enslave the saints. This is what the war called. That's why Neely Fuller, he says, we are prisoners of war. See, the war happened and the saints went into captivity. The saints went into slavery. And what did Deuteronomy 33 and what 2 or 4 said? That the Israelites was the saints. See, the saints went into captivity. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So the beast that led the Israelites into captivity, NATO, the EU, the European Union, because they all united, trying to act like they some separate people. They all united under the EU and NATO, which is the beast. They put the Israelites in captivity, so they're gonna have to go into captivity themselves. This is the good news. You got to take your behind into captivity. You got to take your behind into slavery now. You're not gonna get away with it. What Amos chapter 1? You should not you should not go unpunished. The transgressions of Edom is not gonna be unpunished, man. You're gonna take your behind into slavery too. He said, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. See, it's gonna be bombs dropped on you. You want to drop bombs on Nagasaki, the Japanese, to be specific. Ammon, you want to drop bombs, atomic bombs on the Ammonites, the Japanese. It's gonna be dropped on you in your Babylon the Great, America. And it says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This faith of this Bible, this faith of these records, the hope and the faith in these records is about a nation going into slavery, a nation being destroyed, just like the Israelites was destroyed, a nation having war come to them, just like war came to the saints. This is what the scriptures is talking about, man. And when people go to talk about salvation, it shouldn't be a long conversation. because it's gonna be. Let's get Isaiah 13, because it's gonna be a war going down. This nation, this beast ain't gonna go down laying down. This beast is gonna be super angry and fighting for his life. This is Isaiah 13:4. It says, "It shall be as the chase roe." See, he gonna be like a deer trying to save his life, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people. See, now we've been prophesying on the corners. We've been telling people, hey man, this world, this government is going to be destroyed. The Lord that created the whole universe, see, and everything in it, he is coming to take over. And he sent us out as ambassadors, see, as spokesmen for him to tell you this is the time, and it's finna be right now, because everything is happening at an appointed time. We harrowed, we being a harrowed to that situation, to this king, okay? And all of these people, they didn't believe it. But now it's starting to happen on a high level. And now they're saying these folks were trying to tell us. They was trying to warn us. See, now we got to get our peoples together. Now we got to bring everything together and start sticking together. See, it says, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee every one into his own country. Now the unity is starting to people are gonna start clicking up to their nation. They're not gonna be in this Christianity mindset with, oh, we need everybody to be one, like Antiochus when the Greeks took over. Everybody need to be one. That is out. That's gonna be done with when the drama pop off. That's what we telling them. What you having a conversation about some salvation, man? We still captives, and it's gonna be a war to get us out of like Rambo. See, Rambo, they call Rambo because we got POWs over here in these what you call Moabite and Ammonite country. We got some POWs over there. We need a special person to go in there and save them. Mr. Rambo. We gonna drop Rambo in the middle of the forest, and he gonna sneak up in there and kill all of the people that's holding the POWs, the prisoners of war. This is the situation, you see. And when everybody that realized that Rambo done landed in the country, they gonna go to fighting. It ain't gonna be no, oh, we gonna join together with the POWs, like Martin Luther the King said, and hold hands. No, they gonna say, oh, it's somebody coming to kill us for them. So we finna try to either kill them and kill the person that's coming. See, that's when the salvation is coming into play. Salvation is not talking about when you die, where you going at in the spirit world. That is not the salvation of the Bible. The salvation of the Bible is about today is going to be a war over POWs, man. That's what Joel chapter 2 is talking about. But let's get 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you holding hands, you a POW, and you trying to hold hands with your oppressor, with the people that got you in prison. You a prisoner of war. You trying to hold hands with them, thinking that they gonna look out for you. Man, they finna shoot you down, man. When they have these race riots and race wars, you getting shot down. These rednecks and Ku Klux Klan members and Proud Boys and whatever militias and names you want to put on there, you getting knocked off. They got a movie. What's that movie? Homestead. And the people coming up to the gate and they trying to get in. You say, man, if you ain't a part of us, we ready to shoot you down. You ain't gonna just come up in here with our peoples. See, we united and we looking out for our own. You run up in here, you getting gunned down. And this is what the people don't understand. Salvation is a specific thing. And let's get the prophecy. See, in the law, this ain't the law, but this is the testimony from King David. It says, this is Psalm 83 and 4. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. See, these nations finna say, we need to get rid of these people. They POWs, and the spirit world is going to come and try to save them. See, we need to get rid of them. We need to go ahead and exterminate these people. That's what Margaret Sanger said. We need to exterminate them. Let's get their preachers to back it up. We'll pay a couple of these wicked Negroes to go and tell them a bunch of Christian lies. See, talk about God love everybody. Push that John 3:16 on them and brainwash them. And let's get this party going, because we can set up these Planned Parenthood things. And look at the name of it, Parenthood. See, who is your parent? Because if your parent is an Israelite, we trying to get rid of your behind. See, this is what it's really talking about. And Margaret Sanger, and who came after Margaret Sanger? Who was helping Margaret Sanger? Bill Gates' daddy. See, and Bill Gates set up, pretty much they gave him the torch to push this Microsoft thing that's going to evolve into identifying every last Israelite. See, worldwide. We need to identify them worldwide and put a tracking device on their behind, so we'll know how they moving. Because once we see how they moving, now we know who is who. Because they done been sleeping around and mixing themselves with the other nation. We can't look at them and just tell who they is. So we trying to exterminate them. We got to identify they behind. And this is what Revelation 13 is talking about. Or the Revelation 13 and 16. See, he need every last one of them to be accounted for. 16, it says, and he called all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in the forehead. We need to identify these Israelites, man. See, because salvation is supposed to come to them. But if we can get to them before the salvation come, see, we can exterminate their behind. And this is what Yahweh Shah was warning. With Matthew 24 and 21. He said, for there shall be great tribulation. What is he quoting here? He's quoting Jeremiah 30 and 7. See, it's going to come a time where Jacob's going to be in trouble. The Israelites going to be in great trouble. Why? Because you got Margaret Sanger, Bill Gates, these people pushing poison. Let's tell the preacher. See, first, the preacher always set these peoples up. That's going back to Jeremiah 5 and 26. Say there's wicked men amongst the Israelites that's going to set a trap for the rest of them. See, we got shepherds and pastors that's going to destroy the flock. We got people that's going to be watchmen for the enemy. They're going to be a watchman for the enemy. That's Isaiah 56 and 10. He's going to be a watchman for the enemy and try to set these peoples up for some money. Judas was the prime example. That's why everybody know that story. Because for 30 pieces of silver, for some money, he going to go to the Roman or the Negroes that's set up by the Romans to kill Yahushua and the elect. Verse 22, to get straight to the point. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See, for the saints, he got to stop the time. He got to cut everything short. Because if he don't stop the time, there's no flesh of the elect, of the saints, is going to survive. Because them people trying to exterminate, they trying to cut them off from being a nation. Cut them off from being in existence. Nobody ain't going to remember an Israelite. See, first of all, we got the children in the abortion clinic. We eliminating them before they even be born. See, because we done bugged the women out so bad, they go in there and kill their baby with no remorse and brag and dance on the abortion table. What the girl Suki or whatever her name is, She twerking on the freaking abortion table, man, with no remorse. Okay. Then while the women bugged out, we got the men want to kill each other. See, the young kid, they 13, 14, talking about they got a strap. They ready to shoot each other if somebody come on their street. See, and if we can't eliminate them that way, let's mass hypnotize all of them through the television and tell them it's some flying worms in the air. And the only way you're gonna survive them flying worms is we put some poison in your skin, put some poison in your bloodstream. That'll help you get rid of this flying bug that's in the air. See, and when you tell somebody brain that, their body gonna react. Just like you tell somebody who got a phobia, it's some spiders all over you. The person body gonna react to the situation. It ain't got to be real, it's just in their mind. And this is all these attacks on the Israelites, man. But see, these people, they don't know and they ain't paying no attention. See, and the Lord blinded 2/3 of our people, so they gonna not understand the salvation situation because it's too clear. If you a prisoner of war, nobody should have to convince you of nothing. Now let's get Romans 13 and 11. I'm gonna end it with these two verses. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." See, Apostle Paul was telling, man, y'all sleep. The Lord got y'all asleep. And this time I'm coming to y'all to tell y'all need to wake the heck up. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. See, when we starting to wake up, when we wake up, that's when the salvation coming. That's the time of salvation, when he waking us up so we know who the enemy is. Because if you don't wake up, the enemy gonna deceive you and cause you to be thrown in the lake of fire. And then the other one is Romans 11. The people that ain't gonna be able to wake up because the Lord is blinding them. It's verse 7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it." That's that elect that he trying to save, that they gonna try to exterminate, that they looking out for, that they trying to put a tracking device on. It says, "And the rest were blinded." The Lord blinded the rest of them. So that's the only way a POW, see, is going to sit up here and be confused about who need to be saved. When they hear the certified, unadulterated truth that somebody got to go to jail for kidnapping them, they going to sit up and say, you know what? No, he don't need to go to jail for kidnapping me. He kidnapped me, but I'm living, he treating me good now. Even though he won't let me go, but he treating me good, feeding me, giving me some nice clothes, and I get AC and the heater, and he drive me around in a nice car, let me stay at his house. Shoot, he don't need to be punished. See, that's the Lord blinding somebody like that. Because you a POW and somebody come to you and tell you, hey man, we finna go to a mansion over here in what you call it, Timbuktu. They got a mansion over here in Timbuktu. We got food, grapes, and you ain't never gonna get sick. You gonna live forever. Ain't no enemies gonna be around to mess with you. You just got to separate from this your enemy for a short period of time. You know what? No, man, I don't believe nothing you saying. You talking crazy. See, only the Lord can blind somebody that strong. Because anybody, let me get the verse, because it tells you in Isaiah, ain't nowhere in the world these people is going to reject to get away. They going to be trying to get away as fast as possible. Is it 55? Might be 40 something, but let me try these words. Okay, it might be 51. I think it's 51. There it is, 51:14. It say the captive exile hasten that he may be loose. See, somebody that's in a freaking slavery, man. They is in a hurry to get up out of there. They trying to get up out of there by any means necessary. The POW, when they see Rambo ducking into the freaking bushes, telling them to run to him, and he got an AR-15 in his hand. They trying to run up out of there and get close to Rambo as they can. They not gonna be telling Rambo, get out of here, run. We don't want to be saved. Rambo, go the other direction. These people are treating us good, man. What you talking about? We not no POWs. We love it here. See, it's not logical, man. Only a spirit can blind somebody and tell them that, make them think that they not a POW, man. When the evidence is all around them. It says, see, look, they're gonna hit me with all that. Get this off of my screen. Salakia, man. It says that the captive exile hasten that he may be loose, meaning the POW, the slave, is in a hurry to be loose, man. That he should not die in the pit. He's not even trying to die in this place. Nor that his bread should fail. So he not trying to die in slavery. We want to see life without. That's why they trying to do anything to get rich. I don't want to die being poor, working on a job for 30 years. Let me get free. So let me get rich so I can be free and I ain't got to work on the plantation on somebody's job my whole life till I die. See, that's just common sense, man. But these folks so brainwashed, they thinking that they doing something because they can have a car and a house and some food in the refrigerator, man. And that's all you got because you gonna be at that job most of the time. See, you gonna be slaving and working from can't see to can't see, especially in these last days. These folks, I don't know, these females working 24 hours. They work one job for 16 and running to work another one for the 8. You ain't went to sleep now time, man. This how hard these people is going and they thinking they doing something. But I'm gonna leave it there and let me hit them with the major one in Jeremiah 30. And see, after that 7, it say Jacob gonna be in trouble in verse 7. You going down to verse 16, it say, therefore all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all your adversaries. Adversary means Satan. This is the true Satan, not no fallen angel. It's these enemy Gentiles. It says, and all your adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. See, after Jacob is in trouble and they try to kill him, all of these Gentiles is going to go into captivity for doing it. See, they're in the UN building, making all kind of arrangements, trying to get rid of Jacob. It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. He going to give these Gentiles to us, and we going to work they behind like no tomorrow. What's that, Isaiah 61 and around about the 5th verse. When we rebuild the house of David, we going to rebuild that thing just like back in the day, and we going to put they behind in the field and work them just like they working us. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rekakadash. Have honors to the elders pushing the truth, peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, the Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.